The budgeting processes have ended with the presentation of a record 24 trillion shillings that will be funded up to 60% by domestic collections, while 40% being sourced externally.
For Uganda households, the budget has provided funds for education, health, water, agriculture, among many others. These areas have the highest impact on the livelihoods of most Ugandans. For both rural farmers and the business community, addressing infrastructure gaps reduces the cost of doing business.
But a cross-section of tax experts are expressing concern that the implications of this astronomical budget will be far-reaching.
The idea is to bring as many people as possible into the tax net, and one way of doing that is to ensure that they all have tax identification numbers. But government has to be very careful to ensure that they do not tax people who cannot afford to pay. For instance, there are proposals to tax people who work in saloons, taxi drivers. In order for them to actually do business, they must first pay this tax.
The new budget comes at a time when the shilling continues to take unprecedented dip against the dollar.
In accessing credit, and therefore the interest rate is going to go up, and many businesses are going to be frustrated from getting credit because government is going to borrow about 7 trillion from the domestic market using treasury bills and bonds to pay another debt. And this election year, we are also likely to see inflation hitting up.
The Civil Society Budget Advocacy Group have also weighed in, suggesting that strong parameters will have to be utilized to maximize performance of the budget.
With the 6 trillion repayment, as Uganda, I think we need to tighten our belts because we are likely to get into a debt crisis if government does not address the bottlenecks that are affecting the implementation of the current budget. And he has mentioned them. Issues to deal with the late procurement, issues to deal with poor late submission of accountabilities.
This large budget has been read at a time when the shilling has failed to gain value in months, depreciating by more than 16.1% since the start of the year. The local currency has lost value from 2,700 shillings on average to 3,100 shillings over the same period. The central bank has also attempted to sterilize the forex market by over $300 million. Nearly 30% adjustment on goods and services have emerged as a result of the depreciation. Much higher costs of doing businesses are also being encountered. Reina Ojan, NTV Tonight.